Auzu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. I would like to talk to you about the success story of Sayyid Moulana Moududi rahmatullah alayh. What are the key points that we learn from the life of Sayyidi Moulana Moududi rahmatullah alayh? The very first point we learn from his life is that he was a focused person. Somebody who is focused, it's already built in that he will be committed, he will have conviction, he will have clarity, and he will have confidence on his mission and vision. So Moulana Moududi rahmatullah alayh, this was the first quality, that he knew his goal, he knew his destination, he knew his roadmap. So he was very focused. Number two, he had no fear, fear-free. And this is another quality of a leader, that who really want to do big work, big job, and he really want to be successful, that he should have no fear of anybody. When he says, Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in, when he says, Inna Allah ala kulli shay'in qadir, then he should have no fear of anybody. And this is a reflection we see in the life of Sayyid Moulana Moududi rahmatullah alayh, that he had no fear of anybody but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The third thing we learn from the life of Moulana Sayyid Moulana Moududi rahmatullah alayh is that he knew the challenges of his time and age. He knew his audience. He had his hand on the pulse of the society. This is very important for somebody who really wants to do some work of Islah, who wants to do dawah work, who wants to do big work, that he should know the society. He should know the challenges of the society. He should know the psyche of the society. And he should know the language of the society, that he can communicate his message, so that message can penetrate in their heart. Fourth thing we see in the life of Sayyid Moulana Moududi, that he was far-sighted. He was not just focused on people of his time, but his focus was the people, the generations coming in future. Far-sighted. He knew there is a possibility that the people of today may not understand my message. But inshallah, if I am sincere, in future, people will be able to understand my message. And the time has proved this, that Moulana Moududi rahmatullah alayh, all around the world, today he is the leader of revival of Islam. He is the leader that who has given life to this dead ummah, who was living with the mentality of slavery. So this is the quality of Sayyid Moulana Moududi rahmatullah alayh, that he knew the challenges of the society. He has his hand on the pulse of the society, and that's why he addressed those issues directly. Another quality we see about Sayyid Moulana Moududi rahmatullah alayh, that he was a sincere person. The sincerity plays a major role. The barakah comes from sincerity. Little effort can bring big results because of the sincerity. Now when we look back at the work of Sayyid Moulana Moududi, one cannot believe how he was able to establish one tahreek, movement. You know, establishing movement, it takes hundreds of years. So how he was able to establish a movement from ground zero, and then his tahrir, his writings, how he was able to produce this much, literature. And third challenge he had, the resistance he was facing. And that was a very unique resistance from inside and outside. And these challenges did not demoralize him. Baade mukhalif se na ghabra e uqab, ye to chalti hai tujhe uncha udane ke liye. So Moulana Moududi, actually this negative resistance, he used to energize himself so that he can work with more momentum. My brothers and my sisters, because of this ikhlas, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him this courage to write books like Khilafatul Malukiyat. That he had no fear, because mujtahid, Mujtahid knows, the revivalist knows that he has very limited time and limited resources. So he has to say what he has to say. Maybe people of today will not understand, but people of coming generation, they will understand. Allah gave him this tawfiq to write Tafhimul Quran. Tafhimul Quran, which is the tafsir of Quran for a common Muslim. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him this tawfiq. He gave this khudi, self-confidence. The khudi of Iqbal, Moulana Moududi rahmatullah alayh, through his literature, he gave that confidence to the youth of Islam so they can have full confidence on their deen. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him this tawfiq that he was the flag bearer of Tahreek of Khatm Nabuwat. Even if he had to go to jail, even they announced death penalty for him, he was able to go as far as he could to protect Khatm Nabuwat, the finality, Khatm Nabuwat, my brothers and my sisters. And then Allah gave him this tawfiq. There were munkareen hadith. The people, they were denying the hadith and sunnah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And Allah gave this tawfiq also to Sayyid Moulana Moududi rahmatullah alayh. The beautiful book he wrote, Sunnat ki Aini Haisiyat. And that book has countered all the efforts made speechless to the opponents of Sunnah and Hadith of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave this tawfiq to Sayyid Moulana Moududi rahmatullah alayh because of his sincerity. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all the efforts of Sayyid Moulana Moududi. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala shower his mercy in his grave. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant him the highest place in Jannah. Moulana Moududi rahmatullah alayh has become the reason of revolution in millions of people's life. Wallahi, he was able to attract so many people towards Islam because he was speaking language of the time. He was giving people courage and confidence, and he was the icon of Islam of his time. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will continue the work he has done, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue showering, his mercy and barakah on the work of Sayyid Moulana Moududi rahmatullah alayh. And we see all around the world, wherever you go, you will find that the work of Sayyid Moulana Moududi has really given another life to Islam, another life to Ummah, another confidence and courage to the Ummah for the true message given by Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.